What's up, everybody? My name is Sam Merrill, and I'm a founding member of both the Moonshine Cantina here in Nashville, Tennessee, as well as the Outer Rim Sabacc League's online club, the HoloNet Cantina. For those of you who don't know, HoloNet sort of came about as a result of Moonshine's desperate attempts to reschedule a snowed out meetup. Thanks to some quick thinking by our incredible community members, as well as Mike and Emily over at Hyperspace Props, we were able to meet up and play together online via this awesome mod that they commissioned for the game Tabletop Simulator. We opened the invite to players from all over, and HoloNet Cantina was born. This group is awesome. It allows smugglers and scoundrels and gamblers from all corners of the galaxy to connect and play Sabacc together online. Today I'm going to go over some of the basics for Tabletop Simulator as it relates to the Hyperspace Props mods, as well as some tips and tricks that'll help you get up and running more quickly for future HoloNet meetups. What I'm not going to go over is the installation of the game or the mod or how to play, because Mike and Emily already have a couple of really great videos on those topics that you can check out right over here. But once you've launched the game, go ahead and load up either one of their mods. Today I'll be using the Coruscant Shift table, but the controls are the same for the traditional table. Alright, so when you load into a table, your screen's going to look something like this. What you're going to want to do is navigate down to your player position. You'll see a little virtual tablet here where it says Intergalactic Bank, your name, your player info, all of that, as well as 3 buttons that say Buy In, Deposit, and Withdraw. At the beginning of the game, you're going to need to buy in, so we're going to double click on Buy In, and then we're going to single click on Withdraw, and we will get 3 stacks of credits. Once all players have bought in, your host will hit New Hand, everybody will get a set of cards, and we're off to the races. Now, to more easily see and interact with your credits, you're going to want to draw a box around them with your cursor, and then click, hold, and drag, and that entire group of items will move with you. Clicking and dragging without holding first will just grab the top item from that stack. So when it's your turn to bet and you just need to bet 1 bronze, you're going to want to be quick, and it will just grab 1. Put that guy back here. As you can see, if I click and hold before dragging, the entire stack of bronze credits moves, and that's not what we want. So, speed is your friend when you're betting. Okay, let's say you're out of copper credits. Obviously I'm not, but let's say I am. I need to make some change. I'm going to grab this gold credit here, and I'm going to put it in my drawer and hit deposit. Now it's going to say deposited 50 next to log here, and it's going to say 50 next to balance. But as you can see, my amount still says 1500. What I need to do is make this 1500 match this 50. But if I just hit minus, it's only going to move in increments of 10. And that's going to take forever. So, to make life easier, you can click on this little hidden button here. As you can see, this red blip appears when you hover over it. And we can set some hotkeys. I've already got a couple. I have O bound to change the amount by 50 and I bound to change the amount by 100. These are pretty common hotkeys that we set up in HoloNet. Many players tend to use these, but if a key is going to be easier for you to remember than I or O, you're obviously more than welcome to use that too. So I'm going to make this 1500 match this 50 by holding the key that I've chosen, in my case I. We're going to drop by 100, and then when we get to 100, we're going to drop by 50. I'm going to hold O in my case, and then when I hit withdraw, it's only going to give me 50, which I deposited, rather than 1500. All right, let's talk about some helpful hotkeys that will get you moving around the table a little bit more easily. The arrow keys here are going to change the tilt and pan of the camera without moving its position in 3D space. If you want to move the camera itself, you're going to use W, A, S, and D, and that will get the camera itself moving without changing the angle. If you find yourself like this, and you have no idea how to get back to your player position, pressing spacebar like that will reset the camera to the way the screen looked at the beginning of the game. If you're having trouble reading some stuff, I know, for example, this target and the bet pot can be a little bit hard to read. You can zoom in with your scroll wheel, or you can just hold the M key, and that will magnify the area where your mouse is. Let's say you have a terrible hand and you need to fold. We're going to drag a box around our hand. You'll see those cards highlight in yellow. And then I'm going to press G. That will group my cards into a stack. And then I'm going to re-highlight them, press the F key. That will flip them over. G for group, F for flip. Pretty easy. And then when we click, hold, and drag, and move these hands, or these cards, out of the way, nobody can see what my hand was. They just know that I've folded. Nobody needs to know that I got rid of the cards that I did. All right, and this last trick here is not necessary for shift because this mod actually takes care of rolling the dice at the beginning of each round. But if you were playing traditional and dealing and you had to roll the dice, you would highlight them with your mouse, click and drag a box, just like always, and the R key will roll those guys for you. I hope these tips and tricks help you to get up and running a little bit more easily, and can't wait to see you all at the Sabacc tables. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.